Now, dear students, we will continue this lecture excretion. This is lecture number 2. Today, we are going to study these other excretory organs except Malpighian tubules. We have already studied this excretory organ Malpighian tubule. It is a major excretory organ in insects. And then second, rectum. The epithelial cells which form the rectal pads or papillae that are cryptonephric complex also developed. Now first, what is about the actual these rectal pads? Swammerdam is the name of scientist in 1669 first discovered these rectal pads in the rectum, and Wigglesworth in 1932 found reabsorption of water from rectal content by this structure. Now in primitive insects, the rectal wall is composed of single layer of flat epithelial cells. In Hemiptera, epithelial cells become thickened and at a small wall differentiate into a pad which comprising the columnar cells. In Dictoptera and Orthoptera, the rectal epithelium is regularly differentiated into symmetrically arranged 6 rectal pads. Means in insects, these structures, rectum is also act as a secondary excretory organs. Their function is similar to that of Malpighian tubules. These are concerned with excretion in function. They are discontinued from each other by undifferentiated thin epithelium. Each pad is composed of single layer of columnar epithelial cells, but in higher members, some secondary cells are locked in basal surface of these pads. In Hymenoptera, as well as some Lepidoptera order, the rectum bears large number of small spherical epithelial pads, and each pad is composed of 2 layers, one of columnar epithelial cells and other smaller epithelial cells. Both the layers may not be separated from each other. Total number of rectal pads may excreted over even this 500 within a single insect. In adult Diptera, the epithelial pads are replaced by epithelial cones, or they are also called as a papillae. Now, the rectal pads of cockroach, that is a scientific name Periplaneta americana, are situated in uh, particularly rectum region, but each pad is composed of internal layer of cuticle, middle layer flattened columnar epithelial cells, and outer layer of muscles. The muscle and epithelial layers are separated by forming a narrow subepithelial sinus. The epithelial cells are separated from each other and gives rise to narrow intracellular channel. Is there a diameter about 200 angstrom in diameter, and the intercellular channels are separated from rectal lumen as well as from the subepithelial sinus by desmosomal connections, or they are called as the septa. The intracellular channels communicates with large intracellular spaces, and the intracellular spaces are formed due to distal dilations of plasma membrane in a folding stage, and the tracheae penetrate into entire width of rectal pad, and they extend fine tracheoles into intracellular spaces. And the columnar epithelial cells contain large number of mitochondria. Mostly they are aggregated in lateral and apical plasma membrane, which facing the cuticle layer. Now this is about this A rectal pads, B rectal papillae. The rectal papillae of adult blowfly, there is a Calliphora, then Erythrocephala has been extensively situated. In particular, or they are studied by the scientists Gupta and Berich in 1966. Each papilla is composed of cortex and medulla. The cortical region is formed a single layer of columnar epithelial cells, while medullary region is composed of connective tissue. The papilla is externally covered with thin layer of particular lumen or cuticle facing lumen, and the epithelial cells form intercellular spaces and sinuses. Both form continuous channel system and which opens into the infundibular space. The infundibular space occurs in between cortical and medullary regions. The infundibular space opens into hemocoel through the semilunar walls, but which prevents backflow of hemolymph. The papillae are supplied with fine structures or nerves. They are neurosecretory cells and tracheae. The tracheoles penetrate into the intercellular spaces. This is about the second rectal papillae. Third, cryptonephric complex. Saini is the name of scientist in 1964 and Grimstone et al. In 1968 described the histological structure as well as ultrastructure of cryptonephric complex found in a tenebrio. Now the terminal ends of Malpighian tubules are enclosed perinephric space, and the perinephric space lies between outer double layer perinephric membrane and inner rectal peritoneal membrane. The inner perinephric layer is interrupted by a group of the specialized cells, and the lepidophragmata, which constitute thin wall between hemocoel and interior of enclosed Malpighian tubules. Their position can be recognized from external bulgings found along the tubules. The rectal wall bears two layers of spaces, each 6 in number, and the other spaces lying between cryptonephric complex and rectal circular muscle layer, and are known as perirectal spaces. Similarly, the inner spaces are occurring in between rectal circular muscle and rectal epithelium and are known as subepithelial spaces. The perirectal spaces are separated from one another by longitudinal muscle bands. The cryptonephric complexes are also separated from each other by intertubular cells, and the arrangement accelerates water conservation by adding absorptive capacity of tubules, so that rectal epithelium that is concerned with to collect the ions from hemolymph. This is about this number third. Number fourth, rectal chloride epithelia. In odonate larvae, the basal pads of gill lamellae are modified into excretory or osmoligatory epithelia and are commonly referred to rectal chloride epithelia. The structures absorb sodium and chloride ions from exogenous water entering through the anus and transport to the hemolymph. In order to also maintain the osmotic hyperregulation, this is actually this organ of excretion. Now this is a position of Malpighian tubules. Then accessory organs of excretion. A major one accessory organ is the nephrocytes. Nephrocytes form two major groups: dorsal group of pericardial nephrocytes and ventral group of infraintestinal nephrocytes. The dorsal nephrocytes are arranged into long chain on either lateral side of heart in pericardial sinus. These groups occur most of these insects. The ventral nephrocytes form a pair of chains which run along the ventral surface of intestine and finally are attached to the salivary glands. The ventral nephrocytes occur only in diphtherian larvae. Some cells are enclosed singly or in a cluster in basement membrane and are intermingled in connective tissue strands which are suspended in hemocoel. The cells have folded plasma membrane at one end which forming the invaginations like foot processes. They absorb non-particulate colloids from hemolymph by endocytosis and release the various substances by exocytosis. Endocytosis means what? Some of the uh, food material that will be comes to inner side of the cell, that is endocytosis, and some of the raw material or that is not useful to this body, this material is released to outside by the process of exocytosis. Now therefore they differ from hemocytes as latter are always naked and move freely in hemolymph. The nephrocytes are pinocytic while hemocytes are phagocytic. Now what is about the pinocytic? Pinocytic means what? To enter the liquid food material. It is a one type of the endocytosis. And phagocytic means to engulf the solid food material. It is also second type of the endocytosis. They are analogous to vertebrae reticuloendothelial system. They appear podocytes and can be recognized by administration of blue dye. They are arranged a garland around esophagus as well as the proventriculus. In between these two regions, there is a junction. Ventrally along the heart and aorta dorsally and are scattered in fat body cells. And therefore, they are called as the garland cells, pericardial cells, or disseminated nephrocytes. They are large cells, which they contain polyethylene chromosome. They are derived from embryologically from the bilateral coelomic mesoderm of each metameric segment. Now, ultrastructure of these nephrocytes, formation of network of labyrinth channels by extensive invaginations of plasma membrane and which perform the ultrafiltration. Ultrafiltration, minute particles are filtered. Their size less than 0.1 micron. Cytoplasm consists of fine tubules, elements, their diameter that is 60 to 75 nm is diameter, and they are equipped with Golgi endoplasmic reticulum as well as lysosome complexes. Besides, number of the mitochondria and vacuoles are also present in a variable sizes. The cytoplasm is rich in glycogen, protein and lipid content. The insect nephrocytes perform renal function analogous to glomerulus, that is ultrafiltration in higher animals, as well as the proximal tubules, that is endocytosis of vertebrate kidney. Now this is about the nephrocytes. Now second, inocytes. The inocytes are giant hemocylic cells which form the loose aggregations or may be scattered in the body cavity. They are associated with various body tissues as well as fat body or integument. They are excreted as well as secreted. They play important role formation of cuticulin layer during this molting. They are known as secrete ecdysone in some insects and predominantly occur in the honeybee larvae as well as pupae. They are ectodermal in origin. They undergoes the cyclical changes during the post-embryonic development in some of these insects. Now third, labial glands. In Collembola and some Thysanura, the cephalic region bears large number of pretubular glands and which open collectively at base of labium. Each gland, labium, actually it is a part of the mouth parts. Each gland is differentiated into anterior oval region, that is called as a saccule, and middle long coiled tubular region, that is called as a labyrinth, and distal short cannulated tubular region, that is the dorsal loop. The saccule is composed flattened columnar epithelium, while other two regions consist of cells that will be resemblance like these cells of Malpighian tubules. The saccule opens into the labyrinth, while labyrinth and dorsal loop opens into the common duct, which opens at the base of labia, and their excretory function is experimentally proved that. So then D, that is urate cells. Now some of the fat body cells store the granules of uric acids. In absence of Malpighian tubules, the cells perform the role of excretory structures that will be seen in a Collembola, that is a lepisma, as well as higher insects. Means they become extinct since embryonic condition. During the post-embryonic growth, they gradually increase in their size and in the uric acid content also. In apis, the uric acid absorbed by urate cells during the larval as well as pupal stages, while Malpighian tubules absorb the uric acids only in an adult stage. This is very important. This larval and pupal stages here not any role in the Malpighian tubules, but in Malpighian tubules only in adult condition. In some insects, that is the culex, it is Blatella, Disticus, Rhodnius, Bombyx, and various beetles as well as bugs, uric acid is stored crystallized in the fat body, urate cells of epidermal cells. The concentration of uric acid increases rapidly during the starvation, but excreted by Malpighian tubules after the feeding. It is now found that fat body cells are capsule of synthesizing uric acid in some insects, and therefore the uric acid granules deposited in the urate cells might be, these are metabolites representing true storage excretion also. Now then chloride cells. The chloride cells in freshwater insects belongs to the order Ephemeroptera, Plecoptera, and Heteroptera. In Ephemeropteran, larvae occur throughout the body surface, but often concentrated on the tracheal gills and lateral parts of abdominal sternites as well as tergites. The Plecopteran larvae, they concern with ventrolateral part of the tracheal gills. They have caviform, cuneiform, and bulbiform. Chloride cells in the ventral and dorsal surfaces of tergites, in the dorsal side of thorax, head in the second and other instar nymphs, only in the head as well as leg region of adult. All the chloride cells can be recognized in a histochemical preparations and shows all ultrastructural characteristics of ion transporting functions. They contain large number of mitochondria and plasma membranes. They play osmoregulatory function by absorbing the electrolytes from the external that is media. So number 6. That is anal sac. The anal sac is filled with air and function as not air bladder but site of water vapor uptake. The wall of anal sac is highly cannulated and made up of single layer of epithelial cells. It is internally lined with thin cuticle while externally enclosed in a muscle coat. In between the epithelium and cuticle lies large subcuticular space. The epithelial cells are provided with apical membrane, and due to this such functional modifications of end part of hindgut, These are capable of absorbing water from the atmospheric particular humidity also, 50% relative humidity. 7. Anal organs. In aquatic, some insects, larvae, the anal organs are present on either side of the anus. The wall is composed of epithelial cells showing all cytological and histological characteristics. Ion transporting epithelia, particularly more mitochondria and apical plasma membrane foldings. These organs are main site of sodium and potassium uptake into the hemolymph from external medium. And last, this midgut goblet cells. In Lepidopteran larvae, goblet cells excrete the potassium, calcium, metals and large organic molecules from the hemolymph into the midgut of lumen. Now this is about these excretory organs, secondary excretory organs. Now next lecture we will see this physiology of excretion. Thank you very much.